The following exercise is based in large part on the teachings of two spiritual masters, Sylvia Brayer and Stephen Coe, both of whom have been instrumental in helping me to set my foot on the path of healing, and on the intuitions granted me by the non-physical guide I know only as the teacher. I give thanks and offer blessings for them and for those who taught them, and for all ascended masters and spiritual teachers, all of whom have directly or indirectly shared their wisdom with me. Any errors in my own teachings are due entirely to my own as yet imperfect understanding of the great truth that has been laid before me by these masters. This exercise is most effective in attaining and maintaining a healthy state. It is not specifically intended to be used for the treatment of particular conditions, though it may be helpful in the same way that physical exercise and good diet are helpful. In order for this exercise to be useful to those who have not previously studied the interaction of energy and health, I must explain some basic concepts of energy healing. Before I begin, I would like to reassure the reader that it is not necessary to accept the literal truth of any of the following. What is presented is a framework or metaphor for understanding the underlying relationships and principles, just as your being is a spatial expression of what is no more than a thought in the mind of that universal creative principle some call God. As long as you perform the visualization as described below, or in whatever manner spirit moves you, it should have the desired effect of keeping your body, mind, and spirit healthy and in harmony with the universe. Please accept this teaching, if you choose to do so, in the spirit in which it is offered, as a blessing. The major chakras. Chakras are energy centers in the body. They are generally visualized as located in the physical body, but in fact they belong more properly to the etheric or energetic body. The distinction is not important for present purposes, since the physical body is just the tangible manifestation of the energetic body, and the two are inseparable during the lifetime of the physical body. The energetic body permeates and gives life to the physical and extends some distance outside the physical body in what has been called the aura. I will refer to the physical and energetic bodies hereinafter as simply the body, since they are in fact one unified system. The energy of life, or prana, also called chi or ki among other names, flows through the body along pathways called meridians, which connect at nodes throughout the body. Those nodes are the chakras. One important function of the chakras is to act as gateways through which energy enters and leaves the body. Chakras may be seen as circular or as lotus flowers with their petals extending outward from a center. They rotate constantly around that center, sometimes rapidly and sometimes slowly. Prana flows through a chakra along the axis of rotation in accordance with the right-hand rule, that is, in the direction indicated by an extended right thumb when the fingers of the right hand are curled in the direction of the motion. Thus, if a chakra would be seen from outside the body as rotating in a clockwise direction, energy would be flowing into the body through that chakra. A chakra which rotates counterclockwise similarly expels energy from the body. A healthy body is constantly absorbing clean, fresh energy from its surroundings and expelling used or dirty energy to be cleansed in the universal energy field. The manner in which prana flows through the chakras and meridians produces physical effects in the body. In a healthy body, energy flows rapidly and freely, entering through the chakras, enlivening both the physical and etheric aspects, cleansing by sweeping away old, stale energy and replacing it with fresh, and exiting again through the chakras into the surrounding energy field, where used, stale, or dirty energy is naturally cleansed and renewed. Maintaining a fresh and healthy energy within the body is essential to physical well-being. It is possible for chakras and meridians to become blocked or clogged. If this occurs, unhealthy, stale energy may accumulate, and fresh, healthy energy may be unable to pass through. As a result, both physical and etheric aspects may be negatively affected. It seems sometimes as though unhealthy energy is created within the body, or even projected into the body from diseased entities with which the body may come in contact. However, I believe that it is more correct to say that the appearance of pockets of dirty or negative energy is simply attributable to blockages that have existed long enough for their effects to become noticeable. In particular, there's not really such a thing as negative energy, but only the absence of clean, positive energy. Similarly, dirty energy is just prana that has been used by the body, in the course of which it loses its vibrational purity and effectiveness until it returns to the universal field and is purified. Many schools of healing are based upon the principle that a healthy body is associated with the free and plentiful flow of prana within. Dis-ease may be treated by a variety of methods designed to clear blockages, remove unhealthy energy, and infuse healthy energy. Many traditions identify 7 major chakras. These are customarily numbered from the lowest, or first, to the highest, or seventh, according to the portion of the body they are associated with. The first and seventh chakras have special significance, as will be discussed. Each chakra is associated with somewhat different functions. Although there are a great many lesser chakras in the body, this discussion focuses only on the major ones. The first, or root, or base chakra is considered to be located at the base of the spine and to be the most important chakra to physical health. It is the lowest major chakra in an erect body and is therefore most closely aligned with the energy of the earth and nature. It is most effective at drawing energy from the earth and at returning used energy to the earth. Physically, it is associated with the hips, legs, and feet. It is also associated most strongly with all the basic survival wants and needs of the physical aspect of the body. The chakras also are traditionally linked to particular colors, as well as to notes on the 7-tone musical scale. Since chakras are energy gateways, it is perhaps natural that they be associated with the vibrational energies of light and sound in this way. The first chakra is associated with the color red and with the note C. The second chakra is considered to be located at or below the navel. It is associated with the sex organs and the other organs around them. It is the center for sexual drive as well as physical creativity in general. It is one of 2 creativity centers and is referred to as the lower creativity center simply because of its association with the lower parts of the body. Its color is orange and its musical note is D. The third chakra is considered to be located at the solar plexus. just below the rib cage and diaphragm. It is associated with digestion and the other organs of the upper abdomen. It is related to the individual's role in society on a physical level and is associated with material prosperity. Its color is yellow, and its musical note is E. The fourth chakra is referred to as the heart chakra, although it is not considered to be located exactly in the same place as the physical heart, but in the center of the chest. Nevertheless, it is the center of the body's emotional life and is especially associated with the emotion of love and with healing. It is associated physically with the heart, lungs, and liver, and for that reason it is especially important to physical health. Occupying the central position in the chakra chain, it is almost as important to the functioning of the physical aspect as the first chakra, and almost as important to the energetic aspect as the seventh. The majority of traditions attribute to it the color green, although I have also been taught that its color is pink. Its musical note is F. The fifth chakra is considered to be located at the base of the throat. It is the center of higher creativity, that is, the creativity of the intellect and the soul. It is associated with the mouth, throat, and the upper respiratory tract, as well as the thyroid and other glands and organs around it. It is particularly important to the communication of information and ideas. Its color is light blue, and its musical note is G. The sixth chakra is considered to be located in the center of the forehead, between the eyes, and is associated with the brain, as well as the organs, glands, and physical characteristics of the head from the nose up, including the eyes. In some traditions, it is considered to represent the third eye, or ajna. It is the center of intellectual energy, thought, and the mind, as well as clear perception, physically and energetically. Its color is indigo, sometimes shading to purple, and its musical note is A. The seventh chakra is considered to be located at the crown of the head. It is associated most strongly with the soul or spirit that gives life to the entire body. As the highest chakra in the body, it is the pathway through which highly refined spiritual energy enters the body. Some might say it is the gateway to heaven. It is most closely associated with higher spiritual practice and enlightenment. It is as important to the energetic aspect of the body as the first chakra is to the physical aspect. Its color is a pure, brilliant white, or in some traditions, electric violet. Its musical note is B. To make matters slightly more complicated, it must be noted that the second through sixth chakras are considered to have both a front and back aspect. Some teachers describe the front and back aspects as separate chakras. Separate or not, the aspects are closely related, and the front and back aspects are likely to be rotating at the same speed and in the same direction most of the time. The front and back aspects may have slightly different characteristics and uses. For example, the school of Pranic healing, founded by Grandmaster Chakras, teaches that it is usually safer to infuse energy through the back aspect of the heart and ajna chakras because they are not as close to the physical heart and the eyes, respectively. It should be noted that since the front and back aspects usually rotate together, energy is being drawn into one and expelled from the other constantly. If the front aspect, viewed from the front of the body, is rotating clockwise and drawing in energy, the back aspect will be rotating counterclockwise and expelling energy. The energy that is drawn in is not necessarily the energy that is expelled. However, since energy entering the body tends to flow along the meridian between chakras rather than passing directly from the front to the back aspect of a single chakra. Pranic breathing. Evidently, it is important to maintain the regular flow of healthy prana into and through the body. In order to do so, not only is a constant supply of fresh energy necessary, but the chakras and meridians must remain clear and unblocked. Introducing a steady flow of fresh energy into a system that contains blockages may actually exacerbate the health problems associated with the blockages as the additional energy accumulates and mingles with the stale, blocked energy. Many traditions associate physical illness with energy surpluses or shortages resulting from blockages in the flow of prana or chi. Therefore, it is desirable to perform an exercise that will both clean away stale prana and replace it with fresh. Pranic breathing, as taught by Master Stephen Coe and Grandmaster Chua Kok Sui, is the basis for my daily exercise. Pranic breathing is based on the observation that the energetic effects of the breath are intensified if inhalation and exhalation are long and slow, and the breath is held for a short period in between. Pranic breathing is taught separately as a way of enhancing the general energy level in the body. I combine it with a breathing practice I learned from Sylvia Brayer to cleanse and energize the chakras. Pranic breathing consists simply of inhaling slowly while counting to 6, holding the breath for a count of 3, exhaling for a count of 6, holding the lungs empty for another count of 3, and then repeating the cycle as many times as necessary. Several repetitions are generally enough to noticeably increase the body's energy level. Abdominal breathing should be used. In other words, draw in breath by expanding the stomach and pushing the diaphragm downward rather than by expanding the chest and rib cage. Abdominal breathing is much more efficient than chest breathing and draws a greater volume of air into the lungs. Before proceeding to practice the exercise I'm about to describe, it is a good idea to practice pranic breathing for a while until the process becomes fairly automatic. There will be many things to pay attention to during the exercise without focusing too much on counting. The exercise. The breathing exercise that I perform at least once a day consists of performing pranic breathing repeatedly while visualizing prana being drawn into and expelled from each chakra in turn. I cycle through the chakras at least twice, treating front and back aspects as separate chakras. On the first cycle, I visualize drawing clean prana in through each chakra on the inward breath. Rather than allowing the prana to circulate through the meridians, however, I direct the prana to swirl around the chakra and the surrounding meridians and portions of the energetic and physical bodies, sweeping away any accumulations of used or dirty energy. When I breathe out, the prana exits from the same chakra it entered, taking with it the dirty accumulations. This helps to prevent blockages from forming, since it is believed that disorders of the etheric aspect of the body precede and give rise to physical disorders. Preventing energy blockages also helps prevent physical illness. On the second cycle through the chakras, I visualize energy being drawn into each chakra, gaining intensity and concentration during the 3-count pause, and then being radiated throughout the body on the out-breath from the focal point of the originating chakra. The chakras actually function as energy multipliers, creating an intense burst of prana in the vibrational frequencies of the source chakra. The prana of each chakra thus permeates the entire physical and energetic body, mingling with the energy of the other chakras as the exercise proceeds. In this way, the entire body receives the benefit of concentrated fresh prana of every frequency, and the vibrational energy of the body is balanced, with no single chakra predominating. The energy radiates outward into the universe, touching and invigorating other souls and the universe itself. This last point is important. In this exercise, as in any meditation, it is important not to be too absorbed in yourself as an individual. Even though this exercise is being offered for the purpose of maintaining your personal well-being, that purpose will be better served if you see yourself not as a self-contained packet of energy frequencies, but as a self-aware component of a universal energy field that also includes every other being and every other object that exists. Do not merely take energy from the universe, but also offer it back. As you invite blessings upon yourself, also invite those same blessings upon the universe and all its constituents. Always keep foremost in your mind a feeling of gratitude for the energy which created you and which sustains you at every moment. Show this gratitude by returning to the universe not only your used prana, but new, brightly energized prana as your contribution to the maintenance of the whole. One final instruction. Throughout the exercise, the tip of the tongue should be curled backward and held against the roof of the mouth. Although this is optional, it improves the connection between the major front and back meridians of the body and maximizes the flow of energy through the chakras.